Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Lordi, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. Now, the first thing that I want to get out of the way, because I know that it is often asked of you, is to talk a little bit about what happened with Eurovision 2006. Now, obviously, it was a very positive thing for Lordi to win. You know, you had more money than before, you became much more famous, etc. I think Finland, in a way, became kind of what the United States became for Kiss in the 70s. You know, you had toys, postage stamps, ice creams, everything. But despite all the positive things about it, do you think that there was also a negative impact, that in a way you had to prove that you were not just that one Eurovision band, that novelty band, and that you had to kind of show to the people who didn't know you that, no, we're actually a metal band and this is what we actually do?
You don't know how right you are. It's like... Okay, what we got from the Eurovision, of course, was the media exposure. You know, that we got. You know, that not many bands in our genre can say the same. That they are pretty much, you know, well known all around Europe, all around, you know, all around the world almost, like because of one fucking TV show. So when you said about financial things, of course, for a moment it throws up the financial situation. But oh my God, I mean, if I could go back in time and tell 10 years younger, you know, me, they say, hey, don't sign that paper. Hey, don't sign that paper. I would, because it's like there was like a lot of fucking cash going into completely different pockets than ours. But that was about that. The Eurovision backlash, it is so weird, and we just experienced it last week when we released the new video. It's like, oh my fucking God. I mean, because we have never changed anything within the band. I mean, it's always been, this is what it is, you know. But then it seems that people have a tendency to create their own illusions or delusions of bands, of how they are and how they should be, without actually even knowing the band truly. You know what I mean? Because So right after the Eurovision thing, the problem for us was that there was like obviously that one song and that one fucking 3-minute performance on TV was everything they based their knowledge on the band on, you know. So on the following tours, when people came to see us and they thought, yeah, it's good old family fun. It starts like scary monsters playing hard rock, hallelujah, and then they were bringing their fucking small children to the venues, and then the headlines were screaming that, oh my God, that children went crying out from the Lordi concert, and then people started writing and commenting that, what the hell, why did Lordi why do they want to change? Why do they change this nice whole family image?
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Are you fucking kidding me? I was, what the fuck? And now, 10 years fucking later, the new video was released, and we get the same backlash now. But there's just a little bit of butt sex there. I mean, there's blood and violence. Okay, sure. There's sex and violence in the video, sure, but it's nothing new.
Exactly, it's nothing new for Lordi, and it's funny because if you're somebody who hates Lordi, and there's plenty of people who do, let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
You cannot point at a single section of your history, right, of the band's history, and say, well, they sold out then, or they became family friendly, or they tried to stop being family friendly. For better or for worse, you guys have been doing the same for a long time. You've been kind of sticking to the same message.
Yeah, and I was shocked to see that this reaction from the video came from our fans. Not from the people outside the fandom, but from the loyal fans. We get the reaction that, oh my God, why are you doing this? This is embarrassing. This is disgusting. This is, and I'm like,
really?
I had no idea that, well, not all of our fans, obviously. I have to make that clear. But some, and to me, surprisingly large amount of our fans, like long-time fans, were shocked about the context of the video. And why do they change? Why are they doing this kind of stuff right now? Why are they putting all this sex and violence, this disgusting shit in their video? And I'm like, haven't they read my lyrics at all in the past fucking 10 plus years? Haven't they read the comics or what? I mean, if they know about the band, shouldn't they then know me by now? It's because this is, it is the first video that we have that we actually got the chance.
I mean, I'm looking at it now, and because I hadn't seen it, and it is the first time you make a video in which a woman is forcefully sodomizing someone. So that's definitely a first.
But it's nothing. It's nothing unusual or nothing new or nothing shocking in the Lordi world. There's nothing new there exactly. Actually, the only new thing is that it's in the video.
I think that what might also be an issue is that for some people it is one thing to witness violence, especially sexual violence against women, but they react much more viscerally in a much more virulent way when it comes to actually seeing a man being penetrated.
Yeah. And I am shocked and I am embarrassed of my fans because of that. They actually have this reaction because I'm like, hey, I thought you guys are open-minded. I thought you guys are fucking, hey, come on. And okay, if you don't approve, I mean, no, I don't approve that somebody doesn't approve. That's my Achilles heel. I don't approve if somebody doesn't approve. That's where I get angry and I get really, really, I get like, but it's like, it's okay not to like it. That's another issue. But if you get like shocked and you actually have the balls to open your mouth and say that is disgusting, or that is tasteless, or that is whatever the fuck they call it. In my book, that is like, okay, are you that stupid? It's 2016 nowadays. I mean, I was shocked by the reaction of my fans. I was really shocked. Like, really? This is too much for you? You don't know me, and you don't know this band. What the hell? I mean, because there are other fans who then are telling the other fans that hey, come on. I mean, it's Lordi. Come on. Have you read the lyrics? I mean, read the comic books? I mean, yeah, it's the first video that we have a little bit more extreme.
Well, the video has more likes than dislikes, but the things people are saying are definitely not super positive.
And surprisingly, the people who are commenting negatively are mainly the fans. The fans, for God's sakes. And they are disappointed, they are embarrassed, they are shocked, they are disgusted, they are, and I'm like, really? So this is where you draw the line. It's okay for me to cut up babies, and it's all right to cut a fucking child.
To murder women.
Yeah, and it's all right to do whatever kind of fucking violence, but to have a girl put a strap on and fuck some dude in the ass, that's your limit. Really? That's where that's what you find, because I mean, I hate to break this to you, but that's what some people do, and many people do. It's like, it's not. Come on! I'm like, where am I living? Is this like Bizarro world? Is this like, where is this coming from? All of a sudden, like, what is it? Are these Lordi fans? Are they somehow like religiously fucking? I don't know. I mean, of course, I love my fans, obviously, but I am just truly, honestly, in shock by the reaction from the fans that it was too much for them. I was like, you don't know this band, do you? You don't know me. You don't know the concept, because the video.
I mean, I can see why somebody would find the video to be shocking. It is shocking, but at the same time, it is not something that you should find surprising about Lordi, I mean, not if you know the band. It's like listening to Watain or to Dissection and 5 albums in going like, oh, whoa, these dudes are satanic? What the fuck? I mean, yeah, that's the point. They've always been.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you're not dressed up like monsters because it's a fucking children's show. It's a homage to like exploitation horror films.
And it's like a and yeah. With that being said, it's like it is the first time in a video that we have this graphic stuff because and the reason being is that because I told that the label you guys you back off now because there's so many times the video has been toned down and let me say Disneyfied because of the label's request. And so many times there's been a video shoot where we actually have to tone down the shit that I want to have because they're like, no, this is too much. No. Once it happened with an album cover, they said, no, this is too much porn. No. And
yeah,
so,
you gotta tell me what album that was.
Oh, Babes for Breakfast. Babes for Breakfast. The album cover actually was originally it was larger, the painting, so you could actually see the titty. But the label had a problem with the titty, with the tits being so oily
was
and oily, and there was no nipple. There's no nipple. The baby is squeezing the tits.
No, but I mean, was there a nipple in the original?
No, not the nipple, but just the content of the tit being so oily and so. You know, that the baby is squeezing the big tit, you know, and that was a problem, and that was like too porn for them. So I had to like recrop the image. I have to resize the album cover, you know, to kind of like put away the hand that is squeezing the tit. That was a problem. That was a huge fucking problem, you know.
It's fascinating, you know, the kind of things that make people draw a line.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's like, well, there are other examples of stuff that where I'm starting to paint or I'm starting to do graphics for something, and then before I actually do it, I say out the idea, and then somebody's like, whoa, no, and I hate that. I hate that somebody is trying to put restrictions on me. You know, I hate it. But then now this time I told already, okay, I spoke with the video director that with Uwe Lingvall, the guy from Sweden, and we've never done anything with him before. And I said, okay, I wanna, you know, there's certain things that this song needs for its video. It needs to be extreme in some sort. I mean, it cannot be another Lordi video with fucking ghosts, you know, flying around like woo. It cannot. I mean, the song itself and the lyric itself has nothing supernatural in it. It is about anal feasting, the song. So there's nothing.
That's definitely an untapped market. There are not a lot of songs that dealing with fisting.
No,
so yeah, that's pretty good. You're cornering that market.
Yeah, I mean, fisters around the world unite, you know. So I said that okay, the video needs to have, you know, it needs to have balls, you know, and in a different way. It cannot be the normal kind of horror video that we usually do, you know. It you know, and
I mean, it has a vibe that really reminds me of stuff like The Last House on the Left or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, in the latter case, of course, with kind of the genders reversed, but you get the idea.
Exactly. Thank you. There you go. And when the video, the first draft of the video came out, and the director was like, okay, you know, what do you think? I said, oh, you cut out all the good shit. Well, okay, hey, this is, and I used the word Disneyfied again to him. I said, this is a bit Disneyfied now because this is too soft, I guess. I mean, because we even shot material where I'm chopping with the axe, where I'm chopping the woman in the video. But he didn't use it. The material at all. And I thought that, of course, I mean, with the girl with the chainsaw, you know, I wanted to have it more gore and guts and actually more graphic.
You know, at the same time, I imagine that if the strap-on scene had not been included and you just had violence against these girls, I'm sure that the complaints would have been there just differently. They would have been that you're being misogynistic by only portraying violence against women.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you just cannot win, and considering the type of music and the message
Right.
that you want to get out there, namely this homage to exploitation horror, you will always piss someone off. There will always be somebody who's getting extremely shocked by what you're doing.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But you would not think that the ones who are not getting it are your fans. You know what I mean? Because it's you would not await that kind of a reaction from your fan base based on the fact that the band, I mean, this is not our first video, it's not our first album. It's like it's something that these fans have been with us there for a long time, and we've been around already for a few years. So you would think that we have a relationship already that where they know what to expect. And I say that, and I say this with all my heart with my fans, because most of them do get it. But then it surprises me that how many of them are, in my mind, they're close-minded. They are so closed-minded that they don't get it. So I think that if in that video if the strap-on scene would have been cut off completely, I think most of the people wouldn't have a problem. And for me, the strap-on scene there it's not actually even horror. Of course, it is rape. So that makes it a little bit, borderline. But basically, the actual act there is something that is nothing that I consider unnatural, or, you know what I mean? Eating human beings, or putting them through grinder, or cutting them with chainsaw. Yeah, that is something that doesn't happen, in everyday life. That is fiction.
When somebody listens to this interview, the only takeaway they're gonna get is that you really want to defend strap-ons and guys getting fucked by them.
Well, look who joined the party. Did you have fun?
Ooh, yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did.
So I guess old hanky-panky wasn't enough for you, huh?
It wasn't for me.
No, that's not what I said. But, it just, for me, it is so weird that the whole controversy comes from the sex act there, and it's like, come on. I mean, I know, knowing that, you're from Holland, so anything goes, everything goes there. I know. I mean, I remember my first time in Holland. It was about 95 or 96, and I got this like a normal family weekly newspaper, magazine or something, and on the same spread of the magazine, there was on the left side there was like a children's kiddie puzzle or something, crossword puzzle, whatever. And on the following page, there was an advert for the erotic shop or something, or a video or something. And it was completely cool, no problem. I mean, in Finland, it would never happen.
No, we are very open people. I am sitting on a butt plug as we speak.
There you go. Yeah.
Now, when you speak of the Disneyfication of your music and your visuals, do you feel that your movie, the one movie that you've made, Dark Floors, was also a victim of that Disneyfication?
Yes, it was. Yes, unfortunately, it was. It was, and that was the first big moment of realization for me that, okay, I cannot call all the shots all the time, because when somebody is higher in the hierarchy than me, even though I'm the dude, the whole fucking band has my name, and it's like my child and everything, and we do a movie based on my idea, and I'm overseeing the project with my best friend who is the director here and everything. And then all of a sudden, it's not even the producers who got the problem with the script. While we are shooting it, it was the financiers of the producers that had a problem, because they were awaiting, and get this, they were awaiting for a film that is like suitable for all ages, for children. It's exactly the Kiss phenomena happening there.
Kiss Meet the Phantom of the Park, right? Piece of shit film.
You had me at hello.
They actually were thinking that there's a little bit of scary horror, but not too scary, and there's you know, that it's suitable for everybody from fucking 6 years up, you know, and we were doing a fucking horror slasher film, like freaky, you know, mindfuck film. And while we were shooting it, we had to cut out. I mean, we couldn't even film those. We couldn't actually even shoot those scenes. There was a lot of splatter, a lot of guts and blood, and you know, all that shit happening there. We couldn't even shoot those because the financiers to producers, they said that, oh, no, this is getting too much. And then we had to change the ending of the film, the actual final scene and the lines and everything while we were shooting, because they said, and I quote, the ending is too hopeless and too sad.
No, not anymore. I'd like to go home now. You don't understand. Light can't live in darkness.
Because the original story plot there was that the Lordi monsters are actually in the film, they're actually trying to protect the others from the little girl. The little girl is not the victim. The little girl is the Satan there. That was the original script. And now, while we have shot the whole film already, and then all of a sudden, where we have to reshoot the goddamn ending, well, not reshoot, but when we are shooting it, we have to change it quickly, like within few fucking days. All of a sudden, so then all of those nice storylines that we carefully digged and really weird, you know, because it's not an easy movie to follow all the time jumps and all that stuff. So all of that would have been explained in the original lineup, original script and original ending. But then now we had to come up with something really fucking stupid, and that was a Disneyfication at its best. Because they wanted the age limit for the film to be as low as possible, and we were doing a film that we wanted to aim for fucking 18 or 21.
You know, it's funny because obviously it's easy to make comparisons between Kiss and Lordi, but at the same time you have to be honest in regards to the differences, because unlike Kiss, who, of course, they still have a few sexual songs, but the majority of the time they have tried to sanitize their image. They have sometimes this constant performance in casinos, and they've become more of a family-friendly act. I think that in the case of Lordi, despite the opportunity that you had to continue down the road of ice creams and toys and everything, you haven't sanitized your image, and you keep pushing boundaries that, honestly, from a financial point of view, probably you shouldn't have pushed.
Absolutely, but then again, it is something that is not a choice. It's not a choice. I mean, it is something, because this is everything I do within the framework of this band. The music, the lyrics, the masks, the stage shows, whatever ideas I might have for whatever, comic books, whatever. It's all something that I need to be doing and I want to do, and I there's nobody who could change that. I mean, there's only one way of doing it, and to be honest with yourself, because I'm not writing music or doing stuff for the fans or anybody else. I'm doing it to please myself. That's the thing. And if anybody else likes it, it's a plus. And God forbid there are other people who like it too. You know, so that's cool. That's a blessed situation. But yeah, we will not change for anybody. And yeah, I'm really aware of the fact that there are. I mean, if we would tone down some of the stuff, I mean, yeah, there might be a better, you know, but that wouldn't be real.
I mean, I completely agree with your approach. It's just that I was wondering exactly how aware you were of the fact that back in the day with the Lordi ice cream and all of that, there was this opportunity to milk this shit by being more family friendly.
Yep, there was, and we didn't wanna, because it's like, what the hell? I mean, we were actually fighting against that, even because the media and everybody outside, they were doing it for us, even though we were not doing it. They were already doing it for us, while we were doing our own shit. We were doing the stuff that we had already been doing for years. We were doing that, and then they started filtering in what we're doing, and actually made the problem bigger for those people who came to the shows. After let's say after Eurovision, on the next tour, I remember the one incident. Did I already tell you this? I'm not sure. We had a show where the kids started crying, and so that it's like, what the hell? And the only thing that these people knew about the band was, okay, the pictures in the magazines, the posters in the youth magazines, whatever they read in the papers, and they got that one album. And not they got that one album, and they were just like watching the videos of Hard Rock Hallelujah, and it's nice, the Eurovision band, woohoo, and then they come. It's a long hour and a half before that Eurovision song comes. It's a long hour and a half if you don't like blood and guts. But it's like it was their own mistake, because they assumed assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. And that's exactly what was happening,
I mean, listen, if you take your kid to a show that is too shocking for him, well, you're a shitty parent. You should look shit up first.
Right, exactly. And while saying that, I don't think any art should have any age limits in my mind. I mean, I know it sounds funny, and people usually laugh when I say this, but I've been watching horror films since I was like fucking 8 years old or 7. I've been into the blood and guts ever since. I've been. The first things I started drawing were monsters when I was like fucking 4, and I turned out to be just fine.
But you should know your fucking kid. I mean, you'll know if the kid will start crying. You'll know if he won't be comfortable in that environment, and you should know not to take your little kid there.
Yeah, and exactly. And you should do your homework before you make a plan. That, hey, that sounds nice. Yeah, let's go see the new Hostel movie, with my 10-year-old. Yeah, that sounds nice. Hostel. Maybe you should, just Google it first. What is it?
Now, at the beginning of your band, you were all very secretive about your identities, but now your identity is pretty much known. Everybody knows that your name is... How do you feel about that? Is it still an issue for you? Are you still bothered by people knowing, or do you still try, or do you just accept that people, if they want to find out, they will know?
I don't like it. I do not like it. Because like it still is that if I go to a supermarket, nobody knows who I am. I mean, at the venues, at the shows, somewhere, of course, then, okay, the band is in town, then the fans would, know us. They would, okay, there are the guys, But if I'm going to my local supermarket, they don't have a fucking clue who I am. I'm just one of the fat, long-haired metal dudes,
Yeah, we blend in easily. I get it.
Last week I went to the doctor, and since they see my name, immediately they knew who I was. So and I'm not saying it's necessary that you get a bad treatment. Usually it gets better, but it's not nice, because I'm, once they know my name, they have some sort of a conception of who I am. Yeah, they know who they know. They think they know who I am and what I am about. But as a civil person, I'm completely different from my stage persona. I mean I don't really actually want to boil kittens and have babies for breakfast and shit. No, I'm a peace-loving dude.
I know that you have other interviews, and as much as I would love to continue this conversation because I have had a lot of fun, I'm afraid that we have to end it. So I just want to thank you very much for your time. As I said, it was really, really entertaining. And I am looking forward to seeing you on tour. I think that you're going to be playing here in the Netherlands in November. So I'm definitely going to be there. So thank you so much for the time that you took today. And I will see you very soon.
Same to you.
So thank you very much for joining us today. I really hope that you're going to visit our site and to subscribe to us here, of course, on our YouTube channel. If you go here, you can see the video that we recorded back in Open Air 2016, featuring the black metal photography that we did with Marduk, Soother, and 1349. 3 amazing black metal bands that you should really check out. Thank you very much for joining us, and until we meet again, stay metal. Okay, I've been recording for 4 fucking minutes, and I just realized the camera has been off the whole time. So